Like I said, my name is Maxim. I wanted to present to you a concept of using the chatbot as a learner. Usually what we find is that AI systems are used as a type of an oracle or an expert system, and then you interact with it and the users get value out of it this way. If you just type it into Google, as you can see here, all talk about the best way to learn is to teach somebody. There's also something that's called the protege effect. You have different retention rates depending on the mode of communication or like knowledge exchange. The lower is better. So reading and audiovisual enhances our learning experience. Having to do a demonstration is further down, discussion, practice, and then at the bottom there is teaching somebody else. And on the left here, you can see like some of the examples. Those are not exclusive to protege effect, but it's just some of the benefits of learning through teaching. You have to learn it more deeply when you're learning with the intention of teaching other people. Those are just some of the positives, but there's quite a few. Beginning, the idea is to use AI not as an expert or not only as an expert, but as a student. So what does it actually look like? So let's say we're going to teach it about history of pizza, right? So AI clearly knows what pizza is, and ChatGPT, and this is powered by GPT-4, clearly has a lot of knowledge. But what we're interested in is StudyBuddy assuming a persona of a student and then relying on us to teach it. So it's like, sure. Say it was invented in Italy. Let's say around 1600. And Leonardo da Vinci was an avid pizza eater. So, yeah. I'm not sure about this. Let's say tomato sauce and let's say they put and we can continue this conversation, right? You can imagine that we can do this and we can ask the AI to like summarize what it has learned so far. So, yeah, we taught it a bunch of bogus facts about pizza, and it seems to be okay with that. And because this is the idea, it's like it doesn't know any better, we have to teach it. And obviously, this is a like kind of a silly example, and I invite you to try it out yourself to learn something by having to teach Buddy, who apparently does not know any better than pizza being invented in 1600. It seemed like a natural extension to add it to Slack. One-on-one is a good way to practice, for example, but really knowledge is better created in a group setting. And so what I have here is a custom workspace in Slack. And in the background, I have Python server running one account here, you can see, and then another account on my iPad on the left. And we have this potential chat. Some of the things that Slack gives us that other options do not is that we can frame this in an educational setting. We have a discussion that is framed around a particular topic. So in this case, we gave it hamburgers. Not sure why I picked all of these food-related things for today, but maybe I'm hungry. So we're going to be talking about hamburgers. We're going to be talking about different types. And so here is a description. So you can imagine me acting as a teacher. I am creating this discussion thread. I'm setting the topic for it. And I'm also setting some criteria that should be adhered to and should be followed for this discussion. So like here, I want to make sure that we discuss some health benefits, and Buddy is going to help us both to learn about this concept and also make sure that we're covering the important aspects of it. And so here you can see that this is from today. All right, let's say another user participates. And then we can talk with Buddy. Because this is running locally on my computer, I can see that it's typing up the response, but obviously latency is a little different with the local model. But even with this is a 7 billion parameter model that runs on my laptop, but you can see the performance is actually quite good. You can introduce a lot more complex topics. I have some videos on my YouTube that demonstrate, like, for example, learning about the steps to apply for financial aid at a particular university. And so ChatGPT, with multimodal abilities, it can process a syllabus or it can process some web pages and help us learn about that topic in a more structured, interactive way. You can find me on LinkedIn. Feel free to email me if you want to take GPT for a spin. You can do it here. You do need a ChatGPT Plus subscription. You can use voice interface. That really truly makes it a conversation. So that's, again, a feature of ChatGPT 4, I believe. An exciting opportunity, I think, to enhance our learning by viewing chatbots not as experts, but as us teaching them and in the process learning more about ourselves and about the topic.